Day 3 of CES was a little bit of a sleeper, but there was still some news, including an announcement by Sony. I'm also going to show you a list of major photo and video shows in 2021. This and more after the intro. Hi, I'm Simon. Thanks for tuning into The Ordinary Filmmaker. Subscribe to get notification of new videos like this one so you don't miss any news, rumors, gear reviews, or tutorials. And to make things just a little bit more exciting, I'm giving away a brand new Canon EOS R5 full-frame mirrorless camera to one lucky viewer. Details are in the description down below, or you can watch this video here, but please look at the terms and conditions as there are some age and location restrictions. So on day 3 of CES, there's little that came out of the show that was really worth noting, but that doesn't mean there isn't any camera news. Canon's ranked number 3 in patents granted by the United States in 2020. Now, this is the 35th consecutive year that Canon has placed in the top 5. Think about that for a moment. That is a rather significant feat, and it takes a lot of money to do that. It's also a major contributing factor that keeps Canon number 1 in market share, with the competition in a distant second and third. Based on 2019 numbers, Canon has 45% market share, Sony's in distant second with 20%, and Nikon isn't far behind Sony with 19%. While there isn't much in camera news coming out of CES, this isn't completely unexpected. Historically, this isn't the show that gets a lot of camera announcements. 2021 is going to see the world slowly return to normal, and there's a lot of shows planned for 2021. Some will be virtual, and some will be returning to an exhibition place near you. Here's a summary of key photo and video shows scheduled for 2021. Coming up next is CP+. It'll be held in Yokohama from February the 25th to 28th. I wouldn't be surprised if Canon and others make announcements a few days ahead of CP+. Without Photokina, it's a high likelihood we'll get something dropped. Now the photo show, the video show, will be held in the UK from March the 6th to the 7th. Photo Next will be held at Pacifico Yokohama from June the 15th to the 16th. The IFA is a consumer electronics show that'll be held in Berlin from September the 3rd to the 7th. And IBC, Europe's largest broadcasting equipment exhibition, will be held in Amsterdam from September the 10th through the 13th. And this year, NAB isn't going to be held in the spring, it's going to be held in October from the 10th to the 13th, hoping that COVID will be wrapped up in time to allow the venue to go ahead as normal. And lastly, Interb will be held in Japan from November the 17th through to the 19th. You might not be surprised by the next news item. Costco's closing all in-store photo centers by February the 14th. I guess they don't really want to have to deal with angry Valentine's Day customers. Now, not really a big surprise to anyone, not that Valentine's Day customers can be angry, but that photo stores are closing. Walmart has closed a lot of their photo centers. I can't remember the last time that I saw a photo center that wasn't part of a camera store. Now, most departmental stores or department stores have replaced their photo centers with kiosks or done away with them completely. Sony announced the FE 35mm f1.4 GM lens for $1398 today. Pre-order is open now at B&H and other retailers and will start shipping next month. I've got the link in the description down below if you're interested. And now for a little bit of behind the scenes. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about audio today. Over the last couple of weeks, for some reason, have been having audio problems. If I slightly move a little bit, it sounds like I'm taking the mic and doing this. I know that's annoying. I won't do that again. I don't know what was going on. I'm using the exact same Tascam that I've been using for the better part of a year. I haven't changed the settings in any way whatsoever. There are some changes, and my software has updated, so there's that. What else could have changed it? Well, using the Tascam, using the software. There is one thing that came to mind. I thought, well, okay, I've been doing this for about a year now, using the Tascam, and maybe the wires in here are getting a little bit frayed or pulled, or there's something loose. And this is a new microphone, but on the old one, it does look rather worn here, and every now and then the cap comes off. And I'm not talking about the cap that goes on to protect the microphone. I'm talking about part of the microphone itself. So I thought, okay, it's time for a new microphone. And I actually decided to buy another Tascam with lavalier mic, and the reason for that is there's been several occasions where I've wanted to have a second lavalier mic and bass unit. So I went ahead and bought that, and guess what? I started having the same problems again. So I've spent a lot of time over the last couple of days trying things out, and I thought I had it fixed. And then today when I recorded another video, which I haven't published yet, probably won't be published for a few days, it was terrible. It was all messed up. So I checked the microphone and I made sure everything was properly screwed in, everything was set properly, and it recorded fine, and both microphones worked. So again, I started scratching my head thinking, like, what is this? The last thing you want to do is record a video that's 30, 40 minutes long or even 10 minutes long and then find out your audio is unusable. It's just really annoying. So what I tried this time around on my Tascam, it's menu item 4. I usually set auto gain, or yes, auto gain. No, sorry, it's gain number 4. I set it to auto, and everything works fine. So I turn that off, and so in menu item 1, I've set the gain to, I'm trying 2 settings out. I tried medium and I tried high. It's not the highest setting, it's the second highest setting. And I'm going to keep it there and see how this goes. So hopefully if you're hearing this and the audio is pretty good, then it worked. But again, I have to record multiple videos to really see where the problem is, to see if it is a problem. And I thought it might be Final Cut. So what I did is I actually loaded the audio into iTunes, and I didn't notice any issues there. Whenever I've tried to replicate it, I haven't been able to, so I'm just changing settings slowly but surely, and the gain change is the only setting I've made on the Tascam. And if you look at all the other settings, limiter, that shouldn't affect it. And all the other settings, the frequency is 48.1 kilohertz. I'm not using MPEGs. And a lot of the other settings really don't have any effect on audio quality. It's really the first 4. And because I'm using WAV files, I don't have to worry about MP3. But definitely frustrating. It's strange when you've been using the same equipment, the same settings, day in, day out for a year, and then all of a sudden they start getting a little crazy. So yes, some of you has mentioned, especially when you're using headphones, you're noticing some noise. I'm working on it. I'm trying to fix it. Maybe I've fixed it. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, if I do record a couple of videos and it does have the problem and it's not too terribly annoying, I'm going to go ahead and publish it, because it can take an awful lot of time to get everything prepped and set up and recorded without having to do it all over again. So that's my audio discussion there. I do want to talk to you about one more thing. Before I recorded this evening, and it's what, almost 7 o'clock or after 7 o'clock on Wednesday, normally I will record my Q&A video, or I'm calling it now the AMA video, Ask Me Anything. And I've completely forgot where I was going to go with my thought. What was I talking about? Recording earlier. Oh, yes, I remember now. So I checked my webpage, and I'm just about 390 subscribers. So let's say 300 subscribers away from 20,000. So what I did at lunchtime is I recorded my video about the new prizes. And so I've got 2 prize bundles this time around. That's right, I said bundles. I got 2 prize bundles this time. One is going to be an Angelbird prize bundle, and it's going to consist of 2 V90 UHS-2 SD cards, as well as a card reader, a dual card reader. And the second prize bundle is going to be a Ulanzi LED light set. So there's going to be various different lights, ones that you can put on top of the camera in the hot shoe, other ones that are about 4x6. I got 2 of those. One that works underwater. It's a cube light. It's really small. And when I say small, it's probably about 1 inch by inch, or inch cubed. And that's perfect for if you're doing stuff that's underwater, or you're riding bikes. You can put on your helmet, all sorts of things. And I've got a couple of other lights too, including some of the Ulanzi lights that I'm using for my lighting here. It's a little bit different. So I've recorded that video. And what my plan is for when I do reach 30,000 subscribers, and that video will come out as soon as I hit 20,000 subscribers. That video is going to come out talking about the prize bundles and how they can be won. And what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to announce the first prize. I'll do the raffle for the draw for the first prize, which will be the Angelbird bundle, and then I'll do another draw for the Ulanzi bundle. So that's what I've got coming up, and that's pretty exciting. It's going to be the best prize giveaway I've got so far. I think the Angelbird package is worth about $400 US. And the Ulanzi one, I'm not sure. It's definitely above $100, but I think it's below $200. I'm not sure exactly where it fits in, but it's probably closer to $200. So that's what I have coming up. So one other thing too that I think is very important is to reward my regular viewers. So if you have a question for me and you put it in the comment section, and I actually do read your question in one of my AMA sessions, I give you an extra entry into the contest. So by just subscribing to my channel, and you have to subscribe and make sure it's visible so I can see your subscription. And if you are a subscriber and you ask questions and I bring them up every week, then you're earning extra entries. You're increasing your odds of a chance of winning. And some of you never, like Popcorn has, I don't know how many questions he's asked. Joe Doc has asked a bunch of questions. So if you ask questions and they get read off on air, then you earn an extra entry. And I limit 1 entry per AMA session. So if you happen to have 2 or 3 questions that are surfaced, you only get credit for 1. So, but yeah, that's it for now. But just to kind of wrap things up, if you do subscribe to my channel right now, you have a chance of winning the Synco Lav S6E and M3 shotgun microphones. I'll be awarding those 2 prizes once this channel reaches 20,000. And then of course I've talked about what I'm going to be awarding at 30,000, not in detail, but that's where that video comes in. And I'll keep doing prize giveaways in bundles, or, well, who knows how. It can change from event to event, but I'll do that every 10,000 subscribers until this channel gets up to 100,000, at which point I'm going to be giving away a brand new Canon EOS R5 to 1 lucky viewer, again, once this channel reaches 100,000 subscribers. And on that bombshell, thanks for watching The Ordinary Filmmaker. I'm going to sign off now while I'm about to lose my voice. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you again soon.